Every kitchen has it. Every culture uses it. Almost every recipe mentions it. Yet salt is one of the most misunderstood ingredients in cooking. Many people think salt only has one job, making food taste salty. But professional cooks see it differently. To them, salt is not just a seasoning, it is a tool that reveals flavors, creates balance, and can completely change the way we experience food. Long before refrigerators, supermarkets, and modern preservation methods existed, salt was one of the most valuable resources in the world. Civilizations built trade routes around it, used it to preserve food through harsh winters, and even considered it a symbol of prosperity. The word celery itself is connected to salt, reminding us how important this simple mineral once was. But salt's greatest power is not its history. It is what happens when it meets food. A tomato with no salt can taste flat and ordinary. Add a small pinch, and suddenly its sweetness becomes stronger, its acidity becomes brighter, and its natural flavor becomes clearer. The tomato did not change. Salt simply helped you notice what was already there. This is because salt interacts with our taste receptors in fascinating ways. It can reduce the perception of bitterness, enhance sweetness, and create a more balanced flavor experience. This is why chefs use salt in unexpected places. A small amount can improve chocolate desserts, strengthen caramel flavors, and even make certain fruits taste more vibrant. Think about a bowl of soup. Without enough salt, the ingredients may all be present, the vegetables, herbs, spices, and stock, but something feels missing. The flavor seems distant, almost hidden. Add salt gradually, and the soup begins to come alive. The herbs become clearer. The vegetables taste richer. The entire dish feels more complete. This is where professional cooking differs from simply following recipes. Great chefs don't add salt because a recipe says 1 teaspoon. They taste and adjust because every ingredient is different. A naturally sweet carrot needs different seasoning than a watery tomato. A concentrated stock needs less salt than a simple vegetable broth. Cooking is not about following numbers, it is about understanding balance. Timing also matters. Adding salt at different moments creates different results. Salting vegetables before cooking can draw out moisture and concentrate flavor. Salting meat ahead of time allows seasoning to penetrate deeper. Finishing a dish with flaky salt creates small bursts of flavor on the surface. The same ingredient can create completely different experiences depending on when salt enters the process. Not all salt is the same, although the differences are often misunderstood. Sea salt, kosher salt, Himalayan pink salt, and fleur de sel all contain the same basic mineral, sodium chloride. Their differences come from texture, crystal size, mineral content, and how they are produced. Sometimes the choice affects cooking technique more than flavor. Crystal size changes the way salt behaves. A teaspoon of fine table salt contains more salt than a teaspoon of larger kosher salt crystals because the smaller particles pack together more tightly. This is why professional cooks pay attention to the type of salt they use. It is not only about taste, it is also about control. Salt also plays a major role beyond seasoning. It has shaped human civilization because of its ability to preserve food. Before refrigeration, salt allowed people to store meat, fish, and vegetables for months. Fermented foods, cured meats, and many traditional ingredients around the world exist because humans learned how to use salt as a preservation tool. Around the world, cultures have developed unique relationships with salt. Japanese cuisine uses delicate salts to highlight clean flavors. Mediterranean cooking relies on salt to enhance fresh ingredients. North African cuisine balances salt with spices, herbs, and preserved ingredients. Across different traditions, the goal is the same, creating harmony rather than simply adding more seasoning. One of the biggest mistakes home cooks make is adding salt only at the end. Sometimes this works, but seasoning throughout the cooking process often creates deeper flavor. When salt has time to interact with ingredients, it becomes part of the dish rather than sitting on top of it. Great flavor is usually built layer by layer. But salt requires respect. Too little can make food taste dull. Too much can overwhelm everything else. The skill is learning the point where salt disappears into the background while allowing other flavors to shine. The best seasoning is often the seasoning you don't notice, you only notice that the food tastes better. A simple experiment can completely change how you think about salt. Try tasting a slice of tomato without salt. Then add a tiny pinch and taste it again. Notice what happens. The tomato does not become a different ingredient. It becomes a clearer version of itself. That is the true power of salt. Salt is one of the oldest ingredients humans have ever used, but its importance goes far beyond making food salty. It preserves history, connects cultures, and gives cooks one of their most powerful tools for creating flavor. The next time you reach for the salt shaker, remember what you are holding. Not just a seasoning, but a way of revealing everything that was already inside your food. Because great cooking is not about adding more. It is about bringing out more.